Oh, Gaza swore he was light skinned yesterday. I don't know. So
First of all, I am light skinned. I mean,
that nigga Gaza told me he was light skinned yesterday.
I'm a light skinned dark nigga. Okay, like let's not get into it.
Bro, then I'm light skinned.
I see the light in you. Shit, what you talking about?
He said I need a light.
Yo, good people. It is Tuesday, March 23rd, and you are now tuned into the Good Company Podcast. I am DJ Guys, the Prince, New Jersey, and I'm live right here with my co-hosts Von the God and Temple the Artist, and I'm going to go right ahead and let them introduce themselves.
Good people, good souls. It's your boy Vonnie Von, repping DD Gang all day, every day, and I'm repping Good Company. What's poppin'?
You already know who it is, boy. Temple the Artist, straight out of Jersey, repping Good Company. Gaza was shaking.
Man, you know this shit, man. It's another day, another dollar. You know I be rocking already. Right. All right, so I'm about to hop into this first segment called Hot Topics, right? So back in November, it was reported that Bobby Brown Jr. passed away. His family reported that he was having flu-like symptoms leading up to his final days. Well, according to his autopsy, they found out that he had a deadly amount of cocaine, Percocets, fentanyl, and tequila in his system. That will make him the third member of the family that I believe died due to drug-related causes. I want to know what y'all think about this situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that the Whitney Houston Bobby Brown family has had drug addictions since Bobby met Whitney and got her hooked in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, their daughter had the same issues. Whitney also died from, you know, drug addiction as well. I think that it's crazy how, you know, it took them so long to figure out exactly what was in the system as far as running the autopsy. I honestly probably feel like they knew already ahead of time, but they just wanted to keep it secret and protect the privacy of the family because they probably knew somebody was going to say something like, yo, not one, not two, not it's the third member of your family dying from drug addiction. Like, yo, something's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just a Bobby Whitney thing. This is like a thing that like their kids have seen this growing up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they fall into. That's why what we were talking about the other day, like, kids are like sponges. They soak up everything. Whatever they see, that's what they think is right. So they just going to do that throughout their life. And if all they see all day is their mom and dad getting high, they going to get high.
And that's right. Vaughn, what you think about this, man?
It's like Tempo says, like when you battle a certain addiction and you don't overcome it, it's going to be passed down to your seed. So it's like you basically passing down what you're struggling with that you haven't overcome yet from generation to generation. That's why they call breaking the generational curse. Certain things that come with that include addiction, poor judgment, or lack of consistency, stuff like that. Because kids are watching how parents are moving. And it's sad because some parents think they're aware of what they're doing, but they're not, because they don't even see what they putting onto their children. They're going to blame somebody else for their children, and I'm saying their children's mishap, but really it's the parents, because it all starts at home. What they see is what they're gonna do.
That's facts. I mean, I find that it's really a crazy concept. I mean, when you think about that, you got Whitney, you got Bobby's daughter. Now you got the son. It's like, yo, that's definitely something that starts with the parents. I mean, like, you know, their problems that they had, and when you don't solve those problems, they tend to, pass it down. Especially when I read one thing I did realize about life, period, is everybody has different morals and different views on life, right? I done been around people that have no problem smoking weed or anything in front of their kids. I mean, I have people that
some people really like that. That's crazy. Some people smoke weed even when they're pregnant. So
yeah, like literally, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't care whose kid. I'm never smoking in front of a child. That's just my moral. That's how I feel. I mean, but they have people that this is your kid, and you, even if it's weed, I don't care what it is. I mean, like, but that's everybody has their right to their opinion. By the end of the day, they have people out there with that kind of mentality. So if you have that kind of mentality growing up in the household, what do you expect to happen? Because they don't really see nothing that's wrong with what they're doing. I mean, so if you don't see nothing wrong with it, the kid is gonna grow up thinking nothing's wrong with it, and it's only gonna keep getting wider and wider of what's gonna happen. I mean, of what you tolerate. If you really realize how the generation changes, you feel me? We tolerate more, as in like Know what I mean? How it'd be like, you probably have a younger sibling or you probably have a younger brother or something like that, and you'll be the one to go against the code of what your parents got in order, right? But you're the one that paved the way for your younger brother to be able to go out at night and do shit for longer and shit like that. Know what I'm saying? So in a way, it falls right into the same category. You know what I mean? So the best I could say about this situation is very sad. It's a very sad situation. Know what I mean? But I want people to look at this and really take heed to what's going on. Know what I mean? And really take that step. Know what I mean? Really step up into their kids' lives and realize that, know what I mean, it is a real problem. Like drug addiction is a real problem out here. This is not. Know what I mean, some people don't really understand that. Some people grow up in areas where they don't really understand the urban area or how we really grew up in the hood and stuff like that. Know what I'm saying? But this is really a problem. Like I'm dead to this age. I've seen crackheads on the street right now that been crackheads since I was a kid, and I've been going to school, and they're still out here. Like, and it's really a problem. So that's the kind of shit I'm trying to say. Know what I mean, like if you have the power to change something, understand that you can't change something. Know what I mean, and it's up to you to take that step. It's not gonna, like I always say, it's not gonna be no magical moments, bro. You got to man up. You got to, know what I mean, you got to go ahead and take that step. But if you want a better world, it starts with yourself. You feel me? Make yourself better. You know what I mean? It starts from within. So that's just how I look at that situation. I mean, just take heed and let's pay attention to our children out here. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to this next segment. So back in February of this year, Twitter confirmed that Donald Trump's ban is permanent, even if he were to run again for president in 2024. Well, today we found out that Trump is actually planning on returning to social media with his own platform in the upcoming months. Gentlemen, opinions on this situation?
I don't really know what him having his own social media platform is really gonna do. It's just gonna allow him to talk his shit, I guess, on his own. But like, we got so many different Vine, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. There's so many other social media platforms. Like, it's really hard to like keep up with all of that shit. You know what I mean? So many apps. Like, I mean, I guess whoever follows him is gonna download it though, and that's the thing, you know. But I don't know. I mean, if it's cool, maybe people use it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like, why do that? Why make something that everybody else already kind of is already doing already? It's not really going to draw as much attraction. Like, they just had this whole shit with TikTok. TikTok, luckily, they fucking didn't sell TikTok, but like, TikTok became big out of nowhere. Just like Vine was a TikTok before. Well, Vine was an Instagram before there was Instagram, and there's TikTok is now the Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, everything is just like all together, and really the hub to all that shit is Facebook, and he's banned for the biggest hub. So I don't understand without any kind of like help from like Facebook or Instagram, how is he gonna make his platform really do anything?
But man, we talking about Trump here though. You know what I mean? So I feel like Trump is the type of person, like Tarzan was saying the other day, like he's just gonna do it. Like he's the type of person he's gonna do what he feels like he's gonna do. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I doubt people are really going to be tuned into his or download his personal app or going to his personal site unless they're real Trump supporters.
You gonna have some numbers on there.
You're gonna have at least a million.
He's gonna find a way to publish it, and people are gonna take clips from that site, and it's gonna spread anyway on YouTube and social media, regardless. You know what I'm saying, but it's just I think we just in a moment in history where we just gotta watch what's next. You know what I'm saying, because so much stuff happened in this lifetime that a lot of people then lived and died and didn't have to go through. So if you really look at just the past 15, 20 years of Earth, of our existence as human beings, it has been a crazy ride. Know what I mean? So at this point, I'm just saying that we just got to sit back and watch what's happening. Be cautious, be ready. Know what I mean? Because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I think. What you think about that, Vaughn?
Honestly, I think Trump is just being Trump. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he just getting into his creative zone, trying to make himself still relevant, and despite the fact that he's no longer president. And yeah, he just doing him, to be honest with you. I don't really got much to say about that, but Mr. Trump for you. You feel me?
All right, so we're gonna get to this next topic by my boy Vaughn the God. You got something for the people today, my man?
Yes.
Go ahead and let them know what's up.
So we got on the top Billboard 100. You feel me? Shout out to Cardi B for her #1 single, Up. All the ladies is loving it. is going crazy. It's going bananas. Women are twerking. They doing a little dance. Cardi B routine. Cardi B is actually
not twerking to Cardi.
You know what?
I said, when are they not twerking to Cardi?
For the guys, you know what I'm saying? Speaking for them, that's a good thing about it. Can't speak for me because you know, but the song is good. You feel me? I love it. I love Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? She, like I said, she's my top artist. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, I feel like she's different from any other artist because she can be herself. Like she's not allowing nobody, no label tell her she can't do this, she can't do that. At the end of the day, she gonna be who she is. So shout out to Cardi on that. Chris Brown marked yesterday, I want to say 5 years since he released his album Fame.
Fame was dope too.
Yeah, the album included songs now. You feel me? I want to say, was Deuces on there?
Nah, Deuces wasn't on that one.
Nah, it wasn't. It was on the, I think it was on the other. What was up? I know it was Look at Me Now. Oh, I think Ayo, a few other ones. Now I'm saying, got Tiger and all them on it. Shout out to Chris Brown. Now I'm saying, he also my top artist. Would I do a single with him? Of course. Feel me? That's like asking me if I'm gonna do a single with Tory Lanez. Of course I'm gonna say yeah. You feel me? I'm gonna say yeah. But shout out to Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying, we eat the same chicken and waffles. And we like to sing. You feel me? And dance and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. Shouts to Cardi because, you know what I mean, Cardi. Yeah, I mean, Cardi is like rags to riches, you know what I'm saying? They took her out the clubs and now she's packing out clubs, you know what I'm saying? So cheers to her because that's what she deserves, you know what I'm saying? And Chris Brown, little kid, little light-skinned, skinny kid with a lollipop head from top of head in Virginia, came out at 13, 14 years old, breaking records. That Fame album, and the thing is, it's real crazy because Chris Brown's albums have been calculated ever since he dropped his self-titled debut album, Chris Brown. Like, that Fame album, Fame standing for Forgiving All My Enemies, like that was post that Rihanna shit, you know what I'm saying? And after he made songs like Don't Judge Me and all of that, like he was kind of like looked that crazy dirt through by the media, you know what I'm saying? So that Fame album was actually really like for me, like I follow Chris Brown his whole career, and it's like that was his growth period, you know what I mean? And then after that, he dropped the Royalty album and all that shit. Like after that, and Royalty was, you know, mostly about family and his daughter and shit, you know what I'm saying? And now he got back, and then he got back to making like being Chris Brown, making 40-song albums and shit because he just can make that much music, and that's what he wanted to do. Like he just wanted to make something. He wanted to make something so big that he could give everybody every type of music that they wanted, without him having to limit himself. So, I mean, cheers to him, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Fame 5 years, that's dope. I definitely bought the album. I purchased that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to Chris, yo. He definitely deserved it. I think anybody that supports an artist, if you really support an artist for real, like, don't just download the single on Spotify. Go out and buy their single, bro, or go get it on, you know, a streaming platform, because that's really when you show support. We're no longer in the days of vinyl records where you can just go or sell somebody a mixtape CD, you know. So you really got to support by streaming and buying and purchasing. Like, hit that buy button and support.
I knew something was off. It was 10 years. We in 2021. That's how crazy. That's how fast time going.
Yeah, 2011, right? I was like
2011. I know. I was like, wait, 2016. I was like, that don't sound right.
I wasn't gonna try and, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, but yeah.
Nah, it was 10. I was like, I had to make sure. That's just crazy though.
I ain't going against the grain on the fire. I mean, if you figured it out, word, but I wasn't gonna say that. I just gonna let it be.
Because I was thinking of 2011, but I ain't thinking of the gap. I ain't thinking of the huge behind gap between 2021 and 2011. That's 10 years. Like, that's crazy.
Chris Brown been in the game over almost 20 years.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's great. Like, man, that's crazy.
I think we're about the same age. He came out when he was like 14. I'm about to be 34. So I mean, 34.
He definitely up there. I think he just hit 30.
No,
I think he might have just hit 30, or he in his late 20s.
Either way, shouts to him anyway, because he's a fucking goat.
Facts.
Yes, facts.
Real.
And especially because, like, yo, don't forget, like, he been through a little ride as well. He been through a journey as well, from the whole Rihanna thing and everything. Like, he was dealing with that shit for a while. That Rihanna thing, the whole Rihanna situation. Like,
just not only that,
that shit was like, I feel like if he wasn't as good as an artist as he wasn't as good as he was doing the things he was doing, he probably never came back from that. Because I feel like that shit, they was holding that shit over him for years. Like,
bro,
they they were also holding NBA blood over him too because you know, like he promotes all this like positive music and makes all these songs and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like he also, you know what I mean, he's not shy about the fact that, you know, he is gang related, and some people shied up on him about that and like tried to use that to bash him more once that Rihanna situation happened. So he had a lot of spotlight he had to come back from. Yeah. You know, but he did that shit time then some. Tory Lane's about to be the same thing because after that Meg Thee Stallion shit happened, like he got to dig himself out a little bit.
I'm still kind of iffy off that, man, because like niggas is really quick to cancel Tory because of the situation. But what if right? You know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, like I understand everybody love Meg and everything, but if we dealing on a real nigga level, like it's just certain shit. Like, bro, you can't try to put my man's behind bars, especially on the year where when he got his masters and he was doing good. The music he made, he's like one of the best artists out here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Tory Lanez is like top tier compared to a lot of these niggas out here because he's more versatile in what shit he does. His shit sound good when he make the music. Know what I mean? And he just does what he do. Know what I mean? So Tory, I'm not even gonna lie, to me right now, as far as like musically, as far as the game, bro, Tory Lanez is definitely like top 3 for me right now in 2021. At this age. Just off like real shit. Know what I mean?
That's 100 though. Tory nasty. You can sleep on Tory all the time. Like not that they sleep on Tory, but like once you're viewed a certain way in the public eye, especially when it involves a woman, it's just like nobody gives a fuck.
All right, so I got another topic real quick. The city of Miami, this past Saturday, the city of Miami Beach declared a state of emergency due to the high number of spring break crowds. Highway shut down and curfew start at 8 p.m. All public areas, sidewalk, cafes, and beaches will be closed. What do y'all think about this? And do y'all think this is the right decision to make?
I would say personally, it's a bad time to live in Miami right now. Secondly, is for one, spring just opened. Like, that ain't a way to start off the spring, especially like that. Like all the other states, we good. I'm saying probably no curfew, stuff like that. But Miami, and it makes sense because around this time, I think it's like mainly college students, because around this time is like spring break. So a lot of college students are gonna go straight to Miami on spring break. It's like an every year tradition. You feel me? So that's probably what led to the whole chaos going on out there anyway. But honestly, it's like if not that, if they wasn't gonna go to that direction, it's like what else were they gonna do? And they knew the numbers was gonna rise, supposedly or most likely. You feel me? So it's like honestly, I want to say I don't blame them, because it's like at the end of the day, we still dealing with a pandemic. We still trying to make sure everybody's safe and all that stuff.
But I went to Florida last summer, bro, and they was walking around with no masks on. They was like, yeah, I mean,
that's when it just started too.
Yeah, and it just started. And I went to fucking Florida last June. We just got COVID last March, and they was walking around with no masks, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we had masks.
But they never really gave a fuck though. Like Florida been the one state that their restrictions started the latest and it opened up the soonest. Like they literally started their COVID like shutdown, whatever, like latest or they started shutting down late, and they literally was like the first state to open back up. Like
supposedly Georgia was the same thing. Georgia didn't really close down. Shoot, when I first came out here, nobody had no mask on in the airport. Everybody was just chilling, like ain't nothing going on out here. But then you still got some that listen to the guidelines, but it's like it was just crazy.
I mean, the southern states don't really, and it'd be so hot, like, and they think that because it's hot, that's gonna kill the virus, but actually the cold kills the virus, not the hot, not the heat. The heat, they fucking, that's yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
That's
Tyrese ain't believe that.
Huh?
Tyrese ain't believe that. That man said he had his house on 90 degrees just to kill out the virus. Turn that heat on, push it up to 90.
I mean, the heat helps, but nah. I mean, hey, it might have worked. I don't know, but I don't think that's how it works. You know, I know people that make little herbal shit, like it's like 15 minutes. You inhale it for like 15 minutes, and you good. You know what I mean, I believe it's a concoction of like I don't know. It's like a assortment of things.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but as far as my opinion on this situation, I feel like it doesn't matter because at this point, I feel like this was Saturday, and I bet you they have videos up there, people turning up still right now to this day. So I don't feel like their curfew really means shit because they never really meant shit the whole time. when everybody was taking it serious, they never took it really serious. You know what I mean? So that was always the breeding ground in this shit for real. Like, that's why niggas is like, yo, man, you hop on the flight, you going to where? You gonna need that 14-day quarantine, my nigga. Like, you gonna, you know what I mean? Like,
you
that's
need that 27-day quarantine.
yeah, like that shit is crazy. Cause it's a real thing. This coronavirus is real. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, as the world starts to open up a little bit more, I mean, we just gonna be opening
That
up.
shit ain't never gonna open up if people keep acting like that.
But look, man, we're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. You feel me? Fuck them people. All right, so Tempo, you got a segment for us today?
I always got something to say, as you know. Yeah, but you know, today I just want to talk about how we all need to get it together. So get it together, right? Too many times, we get held back, you know, by a lot of things that we dwell on. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, if you tried, and then you tried again and you failed each time. Don't think that because you failed 2 or 3 times, you know what I'm saying, that you're gonna continue to fail, bro. Practice makes perfect. You got it. Like, at first you don't succeed, right? That's yourself. I'll try again. All of that. You know what I mean? Don't look back. When you got tunnel vision is this. That's all you see. You don't see none of this. You can't see nothing to the sides of you. You only see straight ahead. And that's too many people don't focus on that. You know what I'm saying? When you turn around and you look back, if you're driving and you turn around and you look back, you might crash. If you ride your bike and you turn around and look to the back, or you look to the side, you look anywhere except for in front of you, you're gonna crash. If you focus on the goal, right? If you focus on this right here, you're always gonna be in a positive direction. Too many times people doubt themselves because they feel like, because of things that have hindered them in the past, or because of situations that they've gone through before, and that they constantly revisit those things, that they can never actually prosper. And it's like, yo, in order to get over that shit, sometimes you just gotta actually like no longer think about it. Store it into the back of your muscle memory and just make it a memory and just make it exactly that. Like, your mind is a muscle too. Just like you work out your arms, you gotta work out your mind. You gotta train your mind not to dwell on old shit and not to dwell on things that are negative. And I say that, but I also, you know, I also need to hear that as much as I say that. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, like, we always want to be quick to like blame our situation or our environment or our people around us or whatever. And it's really never any of that. You know what I'm saying? It's really all the fact that we got so much built up that we never actually let go of, because we always go back to revisit that shit. And you got to treat it like, yo, as if, like, from somebody that lost a lot of people, like, once they gone, you can't bring them back. You can always visit them. You can always talk to them. But you can't bring them back, bro. So think about your experiences and your issues and your demons like that. Like, yo, once you get rid of them shits, you can't bring them back. You don't want to bring them back because you want them to be where they are, because it's better where they are. But you can always revisit them and remember, so that going forward, you know exactly how to operate going forward. So let's get it together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's just try and focus on forward progress and, you know, not looking back. The only way to go is up. And if you look anywhere other than that, that's where you're going to go. So, yeah, what do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel?
That's on point. I agree with everything. Like, the mind is the precious thing. The mind is the precious part of your body. Once your mind is corrupted, then everything else comes with it. You feel me? That goes with your behavior, your actions, how you think, your thought process. So it's always good to clear your mind, always good to train your mind. It's always good to think positive. Always good to get rid of the bad habits. It's like dieting. You always want to get rid of the bad foods, because the more you eat the bad foods, the more risk you putting yourself in. So the more you think negative, or the more you keep those bad thoughts or whatever experiences that you may have that really affect you in a negative way, you're gonna hurt yourself internally. So you rather like just find a way to like basically move forward. Don't, like you said, focus on that tunnel vision. As long as you keep moving, not looking back, you're good.
You know, they say what goes in here comes out of here, right? So what you think is ultimately what you filter in your mind comes out of your mouth. That's why they say drunk thoughts are real thoughts. Like, because when you're not thinking, everything just goes right, and here comes right. You don't got no filter. That's exactly how I fucking feel. No bullshit. And if people don't understand what I say when I say tunnel vision, there's a movie called Biker Boys with Lawrence Fishburne. If you watch that movie, when Lawrence Fishburne gets ready to ride, he sees tunnel vision, everything just goes blank around him, and it's like he like engulfs himself in this big ass bubble, and all he sees is right in front of him, and that's it. And he's never lost a race because all he did was just focus on the fucking goal. When he got there, then he worried about everything else after that. But this is where I need to get to. So I'm only focused on that. Right. Only focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Too many times we're trying to focus on too many other things. Focus on one thing at a time.
Focus.
Task management, let that shit go. What you think, guys?
That's exactly what focus means. You feel me? Focus. Nigga. You can't do everything at once. You feel me? Like, that's why it's beneficial to have a team and all that shit. I mean, like, you just, man, focus. This is a segment for today, man. I want everybody to just leave with this episode thinking about focus and where their focus is at. And sometimes you got to refocus your focus because sometimes your focus get misled. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to sit back, you got to go back over your whole game plan, make sure you're still on the right path because, you know, situations change us. I mean, time changes us. Where I'm at right now might not be where I'm at 6 months from now. I mean, I might have to go over my plan. You know what I'm saying? So make sure we regularly regulate our schedule, our goals, and our plans. Make sure we always renew them. Make sure we always renovate them. Make sure we always keep them up to date. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that we're on the page that we're trying to be. You know what I mean? And it starts from ourselves. We have to really want it to get it. You know what I mean? If you're trying to lose 100 pounds, how you gonna lose 100 pounds if you don't really want it? It's easy. You feel me? You go, go run for 30 minutes on a treadmill. You know what I mean? They're gonna eat bacon, egg, and cheese later. You feel me? Shit like that. And stuff, all kinds of greasy shit in there. And then what's the point in working out? You know what I mean? You got to build that dedication. And it comes from somewhere inside of you. Passion is inside. It's deep. It comes from inside of you. You know what I'm saying? So passion is something that you find from your heart. But if you don't know, I think it's only right that I educate you, right? Before we get up out of here, I just want to say this podcast is brought to you and powered by Good Company Multimedia. For those who don't know what or who Good Company is, we are a multimedia outlet. Whether you need radio play, blog placements, playlisting, listening sessions, BT jams, radio commercials, we got you covered right here, Good Company, baby. Make sure to follow us on YouTube at The Official Good Company and on all other social media platforms at One Good Company. That's the number one, Good
Company.
All right. With that being said, I am DJ Gaza. I'm live here with Temple the Artist and Von the God, and we are Good Company. Y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
We're done? Nah. Follow us right here at One Good Company. If you feeling what we do, trying to go to work, want to take your business to the next level, holla at us at One Good Company.